Today, I'm going to test the Raycon Everyday Buds, which are supposed to be awesome, versus the Apple AirPods Pro 2 and the Samsung Buds Pro. How do I know they're supposed to be awesome? Well, the company has a page on their website dedicated entirely to celebrities caught publicly using their headphones. So if celebrities are using them, they must be awesome, right? Look, there's Cardi B, Soulja Boy, Drake. Wait a second. He's not even wearing them. This is just a picture of Drake. You can't just put a picture of Drake on your site and say he recommends your product, or can you? If you know me, you'll know I love finding products that punch above their weight when it comes to value. So I heard about these and I wanted to see if these nicely priced headphones actually live up to the quality that even Drake recommends. As of the time of this recording, you can find these everyday buds on sale for about $70 Canadian. Hey, I like that sale price. And while the regular price still isn't the cheapest one out there, it's not bad compared to the competition when it comes to all the features you get. The latest Galaxy Buds or Apple AirPods Pro will run you north of $300 Canadian. All the headphones I'm testing today have noise canceling. They all have some type of ambient mode where you can hear what's going on around you, and they all pair nicely with your device right when you take them out of their self-charging cases. So right off the bat, the features for the price on these everyday earbuds is impressive, but none of that matters if they don't sound good. I'll get to how they sound in just a second because I'm eager to find out myself, but I just wanted to quickly say that I'm not going to get deep into how long the battery lasts or how waterproof they are. They are all good in those regards. The noise cancellation is fantastic on all of them, what you'd hope. All I care about is what the sound quality is like and how they fit. Let's get right into how they sound, how they fit. Then at the end, I'll share something cool about them I liked more than I expected to. And just a quick reminder, I'm no audio expert. I feel like I have more experience than most people with using different headphones, as I have quite a lot. But these are just my results based on what I hear, so it might be different for you. Okay, I think when it comes to sound, there are two different tests and they are both important. The first is, how do these buds sound on their own? Then it's, how do these buds sound versus the competition? When I got these in the mail, I hadn't worn earbuds for a few days, so my ears were fresh going in, you know? After going through the unboxing and putting them in my ears, I was surprised at how much bass there was. They were really punchy and they were loud. I tested a bunch of different genres of music and they did good. I was satisfied with them. But then I tested the competition, and here's where it got interesting. I'm sure to no one's surprise, the more expensive Samsung and Apple Buds both sounded better. But it's not like they seem to have anything built in that makes them sound superior. It's just how they've been tuned. See, Samsung bought Harman Kardon in 2017, and Harman Kardon has decades of professional sound engineers working on and refining everything when it comes to audio, right? Part of Harman Kardon is JBL, etc. So when you buy Samsung Buds, and let's face it, Apple and its trillions of dollars is on this level too, right? When you buy them, you're paying for decades of the best minds in the world working on and refining sound, whether it comes to software or equalizing frequencies. For example, the Samsung Buds have a similar design with the everyday buds, but the sound coming out of them just feels natural. Nothing is overwhelming. You just hear and feel the music. It's nice. Similar with the Apple AirPods. Now they sit differently in your ear, which I'll talk about in a moment, but you can tell that the people behind Samsung and the Apple headphones really know what they're doing. Going back to the everyday buds, after using the others, it sounds tinny and the treble almost hurts my ears. And it's just the plosives, right? The pss, tsh, tsh, pss, tsh, tsh. Those sounds just kind of sound like scratching in your head after a while. Now they have 3 different sound modes, but I found this to be the case in each of them. I am able to go into my music apps equalizer and tinker with the settings, but I don't know, I still find that despite really trying to dial these in myself, they're not as good as the competition. Because when I do it, I don't really know what I'm doing. And the Raycons don't have an app either, so the only options for finding the right sound is between the 3 built-in sound modes or using the equalizer on your phone. With my Samsung Buds, I'm able to use the Samsung Wear app and tweak the equalizer through that app, which it's just nice to have added customizability. And they often add extra features through those apps as well, right? The Apple AirPods are great too, and have that sound where you don't really notice when you're wearing them, or you really think twice about the sound quality because they've done all that for you. When I'm wearing the Samsung or the Apple Pods, I'm never thinking, I wish this song had less treble, but now that I've tested them going from one to the other over and over again, with the Raycons, now I do have thoughts like, I wish these had less treble while I'm listening to music. So in a vacuum, when I had no experience about the competition and listened to the everyday buds, I actually thought the music sounded pretty good. It wasn't until trying the big brands where I realized what a massive budget can do when it comes to software and tuning support. I mean, the big boys just have the ability to add that special sauce, right? I mean, of course, cheaper companies aren't going to be on that same level. Okay, I'm clearly enjoying the expensive buds a lot more, but does that mean you shouldn't consider the worst sounding earbuds for yourself? Because let's face it, while I do think sound quality is the most important thing, there are other factors to consider. Important ones like price. Not everyone can afford $300 headphones, so what are they supposed to do? Not listen to music? I think the Everyday Buds fit slightly better than the Galaxy Buds. The material of the plastic on the Everyday Buds felt cheap, which I didn't love at first, but I realized it actually makes them seem lighter, so that's nice. And once you handle them a few times and your skin grease gets on them, they feel fine. With the Apple AirPods Pro fit, it's really weird. They have this, there's something about Mary going on with the design, which always makes me laugh. And I can't push these into my ears as well as the other designs. The Samsung and Raycon make a better seal, which sounds great when they're fully in there, but those two often wiggle loose with movement. I like how the added gravity of the stems on the AirPods keeps them sitting in my ear, and even though the seal doesn't ever feel quite as tight, I have more confidence that they won't fall out compared to the others. And they still sound good. Though I realized something with earbuds. My ear, I think, is oddly shaped apparently, because everyone I talk to, earbuds never seem to fall out of other people's ears. But with me, if I move too much or get sweaty, especially with my right ear, they just pop out easily. I think it's this piece on the ear. If you have a more pronounced this, earbuds will be good for you. But if you're like me, you probably don't love earbuds quite as much. I love them when I'm stationary or in bed, but not when I'm working out. I prefer a band to push them into my ears if I'm moving around. So what I'm saying is if you have normal ears, the Raycons fit the same as all the other earbuds and will probably fit you too. Okay, so are the Raycon Everyday Buds worth buying? I think for kids or teenagers or heck, anyone that doesn't have a lot of experience with headphones, they would be more than happy with these. They look good, the noise cancellation works great, they have excellent battery life, they pair easily with multiple devices and have touch controls, they fit well and come with lots of different tips for a variety of ear sizes, they are weather resistant and they have an ambient sound mode, which is cool. There's a lot there. And if you can find them on sale, they're pretty compelling. I can't speak about longevity as I've only had them for a few months, but every pair of headphones I've owned, even these cheap Chinese Amazon ones, still work years later, so I'm not worried about that really. The Everyday Buds come with a 1-year warranty at least. Oh, and I said earlier there was something cool I liked more than I expected. It's the case for the case. When I got this, I thought it was cheesy, but now I think it's pretty cool. It adds some style to them, and when I see it, it sparks joy. I like it. Anyway, back to the headphones. For me personally, see, I'm in my 40s now. I've bought the cheap versions of things over and over again through the years, and I'm at a stage where when I'm listening to music, I don't want to be wishing for more or less treble and having to equalize things myself. I want that to be done for me. I want to be whisked away into the emotion of the music and be absorbed into another world that brings joy and makes me move to that music. I'm at a stage where I'd rather wait a little longer and save up to buy the thing that I really want. If I am an Android user and could afford it, I'd go for the newest Galaxy Buds Pro, or maybe splurge and get myself some Sonys. I tried my buddies and they were sweet. And if I was in the Apple ecosystem, I would probably just get the latest AirPods Pro instead, since they play so nice with all the Apple devices. I personally wouldn't buy these for myself, but the more difficult decision would be, are these worth buying for a family member or partner or someone who just needs decent headphones for podcasts, working out, studying, or whatever, needs all those features? If I was on a budget and found these on sale, I would say they might be worth trying since they do come with a 30-day return period, which again, if you know me, that's important because if you try it and you don't love it, you should absolutely be able to get your money back. And I know with a lot of headphones, you can't get returns. I think a better test would have been to compare them to other cheaper headphones. And there's a lot of cheap headphones on Amazon. A lot of us more frugal people in the world can sacrifice things like apps or don't mind buying the Chinese knockoff if it means saving money and getting sound quality. But I think I've learned that you just have to spend the money if you want sound quality. There's no cheaping your way out of this one. If you're looking to treat yourself, spend the money. No one can compete with the sound engineering budget and experience Samsung and Apple has. So yeah, their headphones cost a lot more, but there's a reason. I think the Raycon Everyday Buds are good value for the price. You get a lot of features and they sound fine in a vacuum, but because I listen to them outside of a vacuum versus the competition, I just can't fully recommend them, especially at full price. Experiencing music the way it was meant to be heard, it's the best. If you are like me and feel you are worth the upgrade, spend the money and get the better headphones. If you just want some cheaper headphones with lots of features because you don't really care that much about sound quality, or just want to get something decent for a family member or something, check out the Raycons. They really aren't that bad. I think most people would actually really like them. I just spoiled myself comparing them with more expensive headphones. Apple AirPod killers, they are not. If you are interested in picking up some headphones, I'll leave links to the best deals I can find in the description below. I've looked at a lot of headphones and a lot of graphs trying to figure out which are the best value ones, so I'll make sure that the ones that I suggest are highly rated and have exceptional value. So what about you? What headphones do you use and are you happy with them? Have you ever used the Raycon Everyday Buds before? And if so, what did you think? I'd love to know. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could take a second and thumbs up the video. It's the only way for my channel to grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you. In case you missed my last video, check that out here. Otherwise, here's what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. Thanks for the support. See you next time on The Sad Life.